What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here with another Madden 21 roster / ratings update. It's that time of the week again. Bunch of players going up, bunch of players going down. This week specifically, there's a few players that are moving big numbers this week, which is something you don't see happen too often, and we'll get into that in the video. Now, also, it is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving if you're watching on Thanksgiving. I appreciate it. Hope you guys, are nice and full, or maybe you haven't even ate yet. It just depends. Some people eat later, some people eat early. Me, myself, I haven't ate yet, and I'm looking to do that pretty much after I get this video up. So this week, EA did put the roster update out a day early. Usually it comes late Thursday. They put it out yesterday night on Wednesday because I'm guessing they, want to take Thanksgiving off. Also with that, they did not do a blog this week. Usually they do a blog where they touch on a few certain players. They didn't do that this week. I don't know if that's going to come at a later point, but for now, we're just going to go over all of the people that actually went up and went down, because that's really the only information we have for this week, but it's really the only information we need. We don't really need EA's thoughts on 5 extra players. It's just a little bit extra, right? So let's talk about the people that are going up first. We've got Denzel Ward going up +1 to an 89 overall. He's been going up a little bit this year, playing really solid football. Cooper Kupp as well, been playing really good as of late. He's going up +1 to an 88 overall. Jesse Bates III, safety from Cincinnati, one of the best young safeties in the league. He keeps going up all year long. He's up +1 yet again to an 88 overall. Another good young player, Brian Burns for the Panthers, just a ridiculous pass rusher off the edge in his second year, +1 to an 87 overall. Minkah Fitzpatrick is moving back up, +1 to an 87 overall. Deshaun Watson, who is playing right now as of the recording of this video, finally moving back up. He moves up and down all year with EA. This is like a guy that they just can't keep steady. They're one bad game he goes down, one good game he goes up. Like, they just keep moving him, but +1 to an 86 overall. John Johnson III is up +1 to an 85 overall. Matt Ryan is up +1 to an 85 overall. Not really sure. This one kind of confuses me just because, the game last week against my Saints, right? They really bad game. I don't even think they scored a touchdown in that game. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, but I don't even think they scored a touchdown in that game. So usually at a game like that, you don't see a QB go up in the ratings, but nonetheless, he is going up +1 to an 85. We've got Wyatt Teller +1 to an 85 overall. Xavier Howard finally going back up, +1 to an 85 overall. Derek Carr actually going up +2, been putting together some good games, up +2, now an 84 overall. I'm pretty sure you enjoy listening to music. Who doesn't? So you're gonna love today's video sponsor, Raycon, a company that was founded by Ray J with the goal of delivering premium wireless sound that's just as good as the other brands but costs about half the price. Even celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Mike Tyson are obsessed with Raycons because of how good they are. And with the holiday season coming up, it's the perfect gift to give anybody in your life because it's something they can use every day for work or play at home or on the go. Raycon earbuds give you 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design for a comfortable noise isolating fit. Me personally, I love using these when I jog because no matter what, they never fall out of my ear, which is a problem I've had with pretty much any other earbuds that I've tried. Now, for a limited time, you want to take advantage of this holiday offer. You go to buyraycon.com/Rayweather to get 20% off of your Raycon purchase. Again, this is for a limited time only. The link will be below in the description. We've got JC Tretter +1 to an 84 overall. Justin Reed +1 to an 84 overall. AJ Brown +1 to an 83 overall. My guy CJ Gardner-Johnson from my Saints having a really solid second year, up +1 to an 82 overall. We've got Corey Davis, another Titans wide receiver here, +1 to an 82 overall. Kyler Murray, finally starting to get some love. I still feel like he's very underrated in the game. I feel like there's many weeks he should have went up when he didn't, but I believe this is the second week in a row that he's going up +1. Now he's sitting at an 82 overall. Still feel like he's a little low, but at least he's finally getting that momentum and moving, at least in the ratings. We've got Leighton Vander Esch of the Cowboys, +1 to an 82 overall. Matthew Judon, +1 to an 82 overall. Ronald Darby, +1 to an 82 overall. Another guy here from my Saints, David Onyemata, having a really good year, +2, decent move there, to an 81 overall. We've got Isaiah Wynn, +1 to an 81 overall. Rookie James Robinson, feel like he's still just a tad underrated as well, but he's going up +1 to an 81 overall. Believe he is third in the league in rushing yards right now as a rookie, a guy that kind of came a little bit out of nowhere. People didn't expect him to be this good, or at least not this early. So feel like he should be a little higher, but he is been, starting to finally move up a little bit these past few weeks. Kirk Cousins +1 to an 81 overall. Marcus Davenport +1 to an 81 overall. Noah Fant +2 to an 81 overall, having a really good season he is. We've got Quandre Diggs +1 to an 81 overall. Yannick Ngakoue +1 to an 81 overall. Carlos Dunlap having that big play to end the game last week for the Seahawks, +1 to an 80 overall. Quan Alexander recently traded to my team, and he looked pretty good last week, and because of that, he's going up +1 to an 80 overall. Jared Goff, I didn't realize he was actually rated this low, but I guess he had been having like a little bit of a down phase over the last year or so. But he is going up this week +1 to a 79. Had a pretty good game against the Bucks, but I'm just actually surprised he's that low. I know he's been struggling a little bit over the past couple of years, but I still feel like he's a little bit better than that rating. Now here's one that I want to talk about just for a second. Team bias, whatever. Trey Hendrickson going up for the second week in a row. He's up +1 to a 79 overall. Feel like it's a little disrespectful at this point. Now, don't get me wrong. This is his first breakout year, his fourth year in the league. He's a rotational pass rusher, right? This is his first year really kind of breaking out. So he shouldn't be rated super high. He shouldn't be in the 90s or the high 80s or maybe even the mid 80s, right? But 79 overall for a guy who is tied for the league lead in sacks just seems like at this point, like, come on, he's one of those guys that needs like the +2, +3 bump. Like, put him at an 81, at 82, right? I think that would be fair. He's still not even in the 80s, and he's consistently racking up sacks every week, leading the league in sacks. Just seems a little bit disrespectful at this point for me. And then lastly here, CeeDee Lamb, the rookie, been playing really great even without Dak Prescott. Crazy catch he made last week. He's up +1 to a 78 overall. Now let's talk about those players that are going down. We have Tom Brady after his second really rough game in 3 weeks. He's down 1 to a 73 overall. We've got Levante David down 1 to a 92 overall, another Buccaneer. Here's another one, team bias maybe. I don't get this one. Alvin Kamara down 1 to a 91 overall. I just don't see it. He's been having an amazing year. I just don't see it. Anyway, Lamar Jackson continues to go down. Cover boy. I'm surprised they were being this harsh on him just because he's on the cover. I feel like every week he's been going down over the past 3-4 weeks. He's down 1 yet again. Now he's at a 90 overall, so he's getting close to falling out of that 90 range. We have Lane Johnson down 1 to an 88 overall. Antonio Brown, newly signed on with the Bucks, he goes down 1 to an 87 overall. We've got Damon Harrison Sr. down 1 to an 85 overall. Ryan Tannehill down 1 also to an 85 overall. And I remember a few weeks ago, the midseason update, he had a big jump, like a +7 or something like that, all the way up to an 88. And he's literally dropped 1 overall each week since then. So kind of crazy. We've got J.C. Jackson going -1 to an 84 overall. Jeffrey Simmons down 1 to an 83 overall. Jonathan Jones down 1 to an 83 overall. Justin Coleman down 1 to an 82 overall. Patrick Peterson, I think he's literally dropped almost every week this year. Clearly not the same guy anymore. It just is what it is, unfortunately. One of the best cornerbacks we've ever seen, but he's not the same guy anymore. And he's been dropping all year. Down 1 yet again now at an 82 overall. Desmond Trufant down 1 to an 81 overall. Miles Sanders down 1 to an 81 overall. Tyrell Williams down 1 to an 81 overall. Alshon Jeffrey, another guy that's just not really looking the same anymore, down 1 to an 80 overall. Now here's a couple guys that got crazy drops. Like, I'm a little surprised by this. Geno Atkins, obviously older guy now, not the dominant guy he once was. So maybe this is them trying to overcorrect how good he is in present day. Down 5 to an 80 overall. And then following that up, Mark Ingram, former Saint, my guy, still love Mark Ingram. He had a pretty good year last year. Now this year I haven't been paying too much attention. I know J.K. Dobbins is obviously kind of looks like taking over more of that role, but Mark Ingram goes down 4 to an 80 overall. And then we got Matthew Stafford, who's playing right now, down 2 to an 80 overall. And lastly here, Jalen Smith. He's been dropping all year as well. Believe he was mid-80s, high 80s, maybe even coming into the year. He's down 1 yet again, now sitting at a 79 overall. So that is going to be the roster ratings update for this week. Let me know below, who do you agree with, who do you disagree with, who's getting disrespected, because there's still a lot of people getting disrespected. Let me know below, and as always, I will see you guys next time.